Good morning, guys. Good morning. So a beautiful sleep had last night in this massive place. Still can't believe I ended up in this plush place, but that's the way things happen sometimes, eh? But we're leaving here now, guys. We're going to be leaving. I've just packed up my gear. We're going to head on out of this town. We're going to pass by some lovely looking lakes, and we're heading south to a town called Sturovo today, which is right on the Hungarian border. And there's another town just in Hungary called Esztergom, and there's a bridge that you can cross over the river. There's a river that separates the two countries, Slovakia and Hungary here. So we can walk over the bridge apparently. So the plan is to head down to Strovo, have a gander around there, see what the town's like there, and then in the evening, head over to Hungary for some dinner and drinks. What do you reckon, guys? Hope you guys want to come and join me. But first, like I say, we're just going to have a quick little squiz around this town again. It was, as you know, if you watched earlier, I went for a nice little hike yesterday instead of going around the town, and by the time I got to the town it was dark, so I didn't get to see a lot of the town. So the idea is to have a little mooch around here, have a lovely little drive down to Sturovo, and then head into Hungary for a few hours. Let's go, guys, let's go. So guys, it was beautiful and sunny about an hour ago, not even that, about half an hour ago. The rains have come in, so we'll have a little mooch around this town, like I've just said. But I was hoping the sun would have stayed out, guys. Unfortunately not. Well, maybe it's going to come out again, let's see. I'm just going to take my bags to the car, and they've allowed me to leave the car in the space here for another hour, which is very kind of them. So we'll do that. Okay guys, let's go and have a little wander around this town, shall we? Just double checking the car's locked. Yes man, let's go. So the weather can just change like that, you know, like I say, very bright just before I've just packed myself up, just come out the door, and it's like a totally different day. There we go. We've got some of the old buildings here. I did see a nice, I say nice, an old derelict building that I'm interested in down the road here. Somewhere we walked last night, but it was still dark. Well, it was still dark. It was dark, sorry. So we're going to mooch down to the right here. That's where we went last night, up to the ruin bar. I'll head back up to that square in a bit, but we'll head down first to head back up. Okay guys. Some of these buildings are huge, man. Got the Grand Matej Hotel here. It's quite a fancy one. But going back to where I stayed, guys, honestly, like, if you come here and you want something a bit luxurious, I did not expect that. I paid 56 quid for that room, and I was expecting it to just be a standard room. I knew it was going to be a little bit quirky. It did say that in the description, but it definitely didn't say, well, I didn't read how big it was, how substantial the space that I had was, you know. But this is where we came down yesterday. We did walk down this little bit yesterday. It was dark, obviously, but we're going to head down a little bit further, guys, and then we're going to head back up. I don't think there's too much to see, really. It's just the old buildings and the street, really, you know. So here's the jazz bar. That's where I wanted to go yesterday. It's open now. It's obviously open for breakfast and things, but it was all closed up yesterday. It was Sunday evening actually last night, so that maybe that's why so many things were closed down. So this is the old derelict building I remember from last night. I just wanted to come and see it in the daytime. I just have things about derelict buildings also, as well as borders. I just often wonder, like, why has that just been left to rot, you know? But when we were in Portugal, actually, it was the same, and what the locals went on to tell me is that sometimes these buildings are handed down, you know, to the next generation in the family, and that generation might not be able to keep the building up, keep it in good condition, you know, and that's why they rot, because the people don't have the money to do the restorations that are needed, so they end up just rotting like that one there, and nothing gets done with it, which is really sad. It's kind of like the same as here as well. Look, all the windows are out. It's pretty sad, man, because That is a beautiful, beautiful building as well. Anyway, we'll walk a couple more minutes down here and then we're going to head back up to the main section of the town. So that's where we were last night. Went in there for a little beer. It was one of the only places open apart from the ruin bar. That last one we went to, that was special, that place. That was really nice. Well guys, I don't think I'm going to go any further because we saw it kind of yesterday when we drove in and it's pretty samey. So let's head back up to the square. We'll have a little walk around that little section that we didn't see properly yesterday in the daytime, and then we'll head off. So guys, while I'm walking back up and got a bit of time to spare, somebody's staring at me again. Yeah, that's what I'm going to just talk about actually. On this trip I've just been noticing lots of people staring at me. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but they'll stare and they'll just stare, you know. You'll look back at them and they'll just keep staring. So I went online last night and I typed in, why do Slovakians stare at people? Just a general question, nothing bad toward. And the answer came back saying that because the country has been suppressed, or had been suppressed for so many years, and is still fairly new to having tourists here, that if anyone slightly different looking, or you know, from a different country or different race or something like that, then generally they're just interested and curious. But it comes across as quite rude to people like myself, you know, because it just seems like they're just staring at you for no reason. And the other thing is, when they're staring, if I catch someone staring at me, I smile back. I see them looking and I just go, I'll look, but they don't even do that. They just look straight at you with a straight and usually quite miserable face. So I don't mind if someone's staring and then I smile or give a little and they do that back. It's like, it's, you know, it's showing that it's a bit of communication. But when they stare and then you go and they just go, it's like, okay. But now I know, guys, now I know it's because maybe they're not used to the old gingerness, you see. I'm a little bit different, I guess. And going back to last night as well, you know, I went to that ruin bar and the woman, I walked in and the woman came up to me and I said, can I get a drink? Yeah, outside, you go outside? And I went, yeah, okay, I'll sit outside in the cold, it's fine. And I just thought it was, they didn't want me in the building, you know. So I sat outside for a good half an hour, quite cold with my drink. And then a guy came up to me, another guy who worked there, asking if I wanted another drink. And I said, maybe. I said, but it's a bit cold out here. Am I allowed to come inside? Yes, of course. What made you think you couldn't? I said, well, the woman kind of made it out like I could just sit outside, you know. No, she just doesn't she doesn't understand English very well, that's all. So there is quite a lot of communication problems here. That's why I try to use Google Translate quite a lot while I'm here. I'm gonna head up onto the steps. Why not? Fair enough. So yeah, it's just communication skills, and some of these people really aren't used to seeing tourists or people of a different kind, so to speak. So they're just curious, and just bear that in mind if you come here, you know. Even though the country's been open quite a while to tourism and that, it's they still see tourists, I think some of them anyway, ones that don't get out of the country still, because I mean a lot of the country is still poor, you know, so a lot of the people can't afford to leave their country. Some of the taxi drivers, some of the shop workers I've been talking to, and I've asked if they've actually left Slovakia, and a lot of them have said they haven't. So it's just curiosity and interest in different people. I get that, but the only thing I don't get is that if you smile at someone, they don't smile back. It's, to me, I don't get that. But hey ho, here's my little friend from last night. Do you remember him? It was just me and my lonesome with him. I was asking him where the best place was to go for a beer. So here we go, folks. The ruin bar there on the left, which is where we were last night. This is that big statue thing that I was sat right next to. I was just sat outside here. So So it just turns into nothing pretty much up there, guys. I say nothing, there's a little restaurant up there, but it's heading into nowhere, and I don't really have the time to start venturing. I'll end up the mountain again. I know what I'm like. Turn around guy, stick to the plan. Cute little couple. There's just some nice like artworks on the side here. It's all carved out of stone. I don't know if you can see some of these details. All down here, look. Really nice, man. This is all stone, all carved out of stone. Beautiful. Skills, guys, skills. The singing clock. I could hear that in bed this morning. Nice little touch. Anyway guys, that was the town, that was pretty much it. So we're going to head on now to Sturovo via some lakes and hopefully some beautiful scenery. Let's go. So folks, instant blockage. 20 minutes later guys, 20 minutes later. And I can't go back because the road is so narrow. I had trouble getting down it anyway. 25 minutes later. And the annoying thing is, guys, you know, I was saying before about people stare and things like that. I saw the two guys looking at me. They could see I was a foreigner and they were laughing. They're like they're taking their time. It's like no problem kind of thing, you know. That's where I hate disrespect, you know. Yeah, it's not good, man. It's not good. Finally on the road, guys. Woo! That was a bit stressful. So the first lake is just here, guys. So guys, here's the first little lake, Vindsachta, I believe, if I'm pronouncing it right. Very small little lake. They're only small, these lakes, but some little houses dotted around the sides here. I think that's a little cafe there actually, but we're not going to stop there. We're mooching on. This is the first one you come to out of the town. Beautiful, man. Look at the colours in the back and everything. What a lovely little place to live, eh? If you come here, there's a free car park in here. I think it's free. So we're going to be continuing up this way. There's some more lakes up that way. Vamos, let's go. Ah, beautiful. Here's the next lake. Richavska, I believe this one's called. I'll see if I can pull up here somewhere. The road's a little bit narrow. Mind you, I'll be alright here for a couple of minutes, one sec. I'll just get out quickly while there's no cars coming either direction. Another beautiful little lake. There's a guy fishing over there. I just saw his car on the road. But yeah, some more houses just along the other side of the lake here. We are driving back around that way. But yeah, very calm. Nice to have just outside of the town, so you can come up here and have a little bit of lake activity. Beautiful. Let's crack on, guys. So here's the next lake, guys. So I believe this lake is called Pocu. I think I'm translating it correct. Pocu. So I was just driving along the side of it here. I pulled into the car park just here behind us, and the lake down here. This is one of the bigger lakes here, and this is the last one that we're going to see. I think I'll have a better view of it as we keep on going along. But yeah, it looks like the level of the lake might have dropped, because to me it looks like it used to be up to this line here by the trees, which is quite evident in other parts of the world, including my own. But lovely, man. You can walk straight in if you want to have a little dip. Listen to the peace and tranquility. Beautiful mirror image there too. I'm just going to sit here for a little minute. Okay guys, so we're just on the other side of the lake here, literally a 30-second drive. There's a little restaurant here. I just wanted to see if it's open for a coffee. I don't think it is, but if it's not, we'll just go and get a little view of the lake from this angle, from down here. Actually, I think it is open. Well, the lights are on anyway, so I'll pop in there in a minute. So we'll just pop down to the lake first. It's a beautiful terrace here. This is a restaurant. Like I say guys, we are out of season at the minute, so a lot of things are closed for us at the moment. I think that might be a little sauna there. Some guys fishing down here. There's some little boats. So and there's a little path that looks like you can follow the lake all the way around basically. You can rent paddle boards here at some time of the year. Not today. Yes guys, this is the lake from the opposite direction. We were just over there before. I think I prefer the view from the other side actually, but each to their own. Right, let's go and see if this little restaurant's open. Get a coffee for the road. Vamos! So guys, this is the little cafe that I stopped in. Very nice people, they've been talking to me, and we're having a right laugh together here, trying to speak each other's language. So if you ever come over to the lake here, definitely come into this gaff. Seem very friendly indeed. Okay guys, coffee and some nuts hard. That's the name of the place. Let me just get the name of the place there for you. Restauracja u Starej Blaskovej. No doubt I'm saying that wrong. Very nice people, man. I don't think they wanted me to leave. They wanted me to have some food with them and everything, but I have to go guys, I have to go. I wish I could have filmed the woman that served me, but she really didn't want to be on the camera. She was very shy, but she had a solid handshake, man. I'm telling you that, a very strong woman indeed. Anyway guys, let's go. Cute little village. Folks, this drive is absolutely stunning. Just driving through very local little road all the way down to where we're heading and passing by through some lovely little villages. Wow, absolutely stunning guys. Very local villages, man. Look at that little house there, man. Wow, wow, wow. So guys, nothing special here, but I just wanted to stop in this very local little town. That's the name of it there, the one on the top. Jablanov, something like that. I'm probably butchering the name. But I just want to have a little walk around the local area here, just to see what's going on. I don't see anybody. I hear someone strimming over there. Looks like the shop's closed. I'm just going to have a little walk down this road, guys. There was a little bridge that we just went over then, and I showed you that cute little house. I'm just going to walk down that street to see if I can see any local activity, because it's not the kind of place that you stop at usually. stream here, look. So peaceful. This is how the quiet half live in Slovakia, guys. Here's that little house there, look. Not going to point my camera for too long because disrespect, guys, disrespect. But this is just a local little village here in Slovakia. Little water pump here. I think I can do a loop, guys. Anyway, I think there's a little bridge that goes over the river back to where the car is, so I just wanted to have a little wander, basically. Oh, the road continues that way. I'm going to see if I can go over this bridge here and make my way back to the car. I'm not sure if it goes into people's gardens here or whether this is a little public path, but I'm sure we're going to find out. Don't ask me why, but I just love coming to these very small little places just to see how people live here, you know. And there isn't, like I say, a great deal to see apart from the culture here. But like I say, maybe it's because I'm from a small village that I just like to see how other small villages around the UK, around the world are, you know. Maybe that's why. The only thing I've seen that's living here. I'm okay. I'm good. Come here. I'm okay. Nah, he's cautious. Well, it came running over to me, but then, as cats do, they like to keep their distance from humans, like most animals, guys. Anyways, we'll leave him to it. We'll head back to the car now. Continue with the trip. Oh my days, little Fiat Panda there, the old style. Another thing I like about these Eastern European countries, you get to see some of the older cars that you haven't seen for years. We used to call that a Fiat fly's arse because it's so small. Aye aye aye, memories, childhood memories. Kind of reminds me of an old film, guys. Do you remember it? I forget the title of it. So folks, I just pulled over to make sure I was going in the right direction on maps. Come across this beautiful quirky little bus shelter. Look at this, man. Now I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign, whether the buses are quite often late so they have to have comfortable chairs so while they wait, I don't know. But yeah man, middle of nowhere. Okay guys, found a nice little local shop. Gonna go get some water or something, just have a little gander. Local little shop. This is clearly farmland. All of what you can see, all of that green is, I don't know, it looks like cabbage, but the whole of that field, well, all of those fields are covered in produce. Amazing.
Viete, ako sa po anglicky povie prosím? Prosím? Nie, nie. Po anglicky sa prosím povie please. A viete, ako sa povie po anglicky, že si prosíte please?
Beautiful rolling hills there in the distance. Stunning, man. Stunning. Hell is that? hell, man. Machine and a half. So guys, in the distance you're not going to be able to see it because it's too far, but I can see there's kind of like a palace in Hungary just over the border, and I've just seen it high up on the well, it looks high up on the cliff, but yeah, interesting. So we've arrived, guys. Sturovo, nearly at the accommodation now. So guys, I think we are somewhere down here. This is where I've been brought to. Anyway, this place on the corner here, apparently. What a drive, man. That was lovely. Very, very interesting. I believe this is the place we're staying. Everlast. Let's go and check it out. See if we're open. Nope. Maybe I need to check my check-in details. Nice little welcome by a cat. A bit friendlier than the one we saw in that town before. So this is the place where I'm staying, guys. I'm just waiting for someone to come and check me in. So I'm just gonna have a little play about with this little cat for a while. Oi! So yes, guys, it is the right place. I'm gonna dump my bags. Very nice guy called Enrico helping me out there. Let me just grab my bags here and I'll go and show you a little bit of where I'm staying. The accommodation looks quite quirky, very traditional, I would say. So let's go and check it out. So folks, this is the room for the night. Nice big double bed, little kitchen here, bathroom in here. It's very traditional looking. Got some beautiful furniture here though, look at this. It's a very quirky place. I'll get some footage of the outside in a second. Okay guys, let's go for a little adventure, shall we? What I'm going to do first is we're going to have a little walk around the town here. I need to get some cash out of the ATM to pay these guys for the room. They only accept cash, so I'm going to go and do that. But while I'm doing that, we'll have a little walk around the town. I'm just charging up some batteries for later, so like I say, we'll head on into Hungary a little bit later, guys. I'm looking forward to that. But for now, let's go and see what this little town's got to offer. Something's cooking up in there, it smells good. I need to go and get some food. Okay. But yeah guys, I'm starving. I'm going to go and get some food first. But just coming across this quirky little place. I think it's a restaurant. I think. Lots of old handmade crafts and stuff like that. Very interesting. I just needed to turn the camera away because a local was walking past and she didn't look very happy. Anyway, what is all this about? I hope this isn't a sign for things to come. The place where I'm staying, the guy that runs the place, he told me to go and find a restaurant called Casablanca. So that's what I'm going to go and do, guys. This place is crazy. Looks like they've been there a while. Oof. So just beyond these buildings here is the river which separates Hungary to Slovakia. Just in the distance I can see the bridge we're going to walk over after. It's very difficult to see with the camera here, but we just... hello? Oh, cat meowing at me and then runs off. Anyway guys, this town has a population of just under 10,000 people apparently, so fairly small. So I think the majority of stuff that goes on is down there and beyond. Looking very empty, guys, but maybe it gets more vibrant in the evenings, just like some other places that we've been. But I'll come back here later on, a little bit later. But like I say, I'm just going to find somewhere to eat. I'm hoping that little Casablanca place will be open, and I also need to find an ATM and a beer. way past that time. So here we have the church of the town. That's the direction the guy told me to go towards. He said, look, you see the church over there, just head towards that and you'll find Casablanca. So I believe it's just here, a little orange building somewhere. Restaurant Casablanca. I don't know if it's open. Let's go and check it out. This has got to be the door, is it? How do you get into Casablanca? There's no door. Well guys, there's no obvious way of getting in there. I'm going to have a little walk around the back of the building to see if the entrance is there, but strange. And we'll have a little look at this graffiti while we're here. Very nice piece of art. Very nice indeed. That's amazing, man. Skills. Right, let's go and see if we can get into the back door of Casablanca. This is the road we actually drove down. I remember these garages here on the left. And Restaurant Casablanca. Yes, there it is. You can get in from this side, guys. That was a bit deceiving. I guess it's just advertisement from the front to the back. Anyway, let's go and check it out. So guys, I was expecting quite a small dish. It's massive, with a lovely garnish of cucumber. So we've got some gnocchi with some special cheese and some of their bacon. This was on the meatless section, even though there's bacon on it. Provecho. Well guys, that was that. It's quite dark in there. Outside is very bright here now. I can just about open one eye. So let's head this way. See if anything's going on. See if anything's going on, guys. Very random town. We've got a shop there full of fake flowers, and then it sells jeans and some ornaments. Crazy. A lot of the shops are closed here. They just look closed down. Looks like quite a run-down little town, to be honest with you. So I've been walking for about 10 minutes up this street. And yeah guys, there's not a lot going on here at all. It's just kind of random shops. And that's about it. So I think the only thing for me to do here, pretty much, is to head over to Hungary, cross the bridge, go and see what's happening in that country instead. But we'll keep walking around, we'll see what we're going to find. You never know what's around the next corner, do we folks? That's the thing. So now that I'm walking back in the opposite direction, the basilica of Esztergom, the church in Hungary, just over the river, I can just see the top of it there, towering over the town here of Sturovo. Yeah, crazy man, to think that's in a different country over there, which is where we're headed. Eep! So there you go, you might be able to see it a bit clearer now. You got the roof of it just poking up the top there, beyond the river of the Danube. Okay guys, part 2 of our time here. This is where we head over the bridge into Hungary, over the Maria Valeria bridge, I believe it's called, from the 19th century, and has been built many times due to being damaged in battles, let me just say that. So we're going to go down here, we take a right and then a right, and we're pretty much right by the bridge, guys. There's the church in Hungary. So what turned out into be a solo trip to Slovakia, I stepped foot in Poland just a few days ago. I don't know if you guys remember that. Very briefly, I was on the northern coast, yeah, the northern border, and now I'm on the southern border. So we're heading into Hungary. So 3 countries in one trip. The church. Looks like it might be quite a nice sunset tonight, guys, as well. It's about that time. So here we go. Here is the bridge. Nice looking bridge. And then you have the big church that we were admiring from beyond before. Beautiful. So this is the Danube River. In essence, it's the same river that separated us from Bratislava and the other side of Bratislava, basically. The river that runs through Bratislava, that's what I should say. So let's head over the bridge, guys. Looking back into Slovakia. Hello, Hungary. Random guys, I love random stuff, and you guys know I love borders as well. We've got some of the big cruise ships down here. Should I say the hotel boats that we saw in Bratislava. If you follow the river that way, that'll head towards Bratislava. Look at that sunset, man. She's looking pretty nifty tonight. Welcome to Hungary, folks. Welcome to Hungary. New country, new culture, new food. Just beyond the river. It's crazy, eh? So there she is, guys, right in front of us, the church. Just crossing a little river here. One that leads into the Danube. Danube is just there. It's kind of like a canal. There's more boats down there, you see? It's like a canal, it is, yeah. I think that's it. Basilica, which means church. We've got the church right above us here. We're just over there where that flag is, if you can see that flag cracking. The Hungarian flag. Slovakia, beautiful, man. And there's some churches here as well. You might see the spires there. Oh, thank God for that. Okay. Finally, that was weird. It's like a little cave system. I thought it was a dead end, guys. But made it, folks. Sturovo, that's where we just were. There's the bridge. Hungary. The church. Stunning. Absolutely beautiful. People enjoying a lovely cruise down there. Splendid. That's what we were looking at before, guys. People taking photos. Do you know what? I've stopped giving a damn these days because no one gives a shit when I'm trying to get footage. That's for sure. So yeah, I've gone to not care anymore. Anyway, guys, look. What a beautiful, beautiful viewpoint. What a beautiful, beautiful viewpoint. You've got more cruise ships there now, cruise ships, but cruise boats, should I say. They're all heading off down the Danube there. And quite clearly here now you can see another church down there. It's getting dark, guys, as you can see. Look at this, man. Oh my days, that's a sunset and a half. We're stood right underneath the church here. Can't see the tower obviously because we're right underneath it, but the sun is just making it look like it's on fire, right? Fabulous, guys, fabulous. I'm gonna see if I can get down this way. I can see some people walking this way. Look at the size of that door, man. Like, look at the size of that door. I remember watching a program once, a documentary about why doors were so big back in the day. Now, it's conspiracy theory stuff, so I'm not going to go into it. But what's the purpose of a big door like that? Answers on the postcard, please. Look at this, nice viewpoint. Last shot of the sunset, guys, then I'm definitely heading down. And here we have it from the opposite side. Nicely lit up. Beautiful. The sun poking through the doorway. Stunning. Anyway, it's getting dark, guys. Look at this. So this guy is giving me some. What is this? Cherry?
Black cherry.
Black cherry. This is a traditional. This is my new friend, by the way.
Yes.
He's giving us some shots here.
So this
traditional shots.
Black sour cherry.
Yeah.
He drinks vodka.
Excellent, man.
These are
Excellent.
actually
Okay, guys, we're going to check these out.
And then
They got expressions.
And you have to surround yourself with people.
This guy's a legend, mate.
Szóval annyit kell mondanod, hogy olyan emberekkel veszünk, mint most ez a szituáció.
The best barman I've met in a long
És
time.
kész. És pazd meg, ennyit.
He's explaining everything
Nah, I'm not
in different
explaining
language.
it.
Yes, you are, bro. Yes, you are. He's explaining a lot from my language to this guy's language.
For rock and roll.
He's a fucking legend, man.
Playing the translator, yeah.
Folks, I've just had the best time in Hungary. I didn't expect that. I've been there for a good few hours and the guys there were just so hospitable, honestly. It's just unbelievable. Like, I've just gone over the border a few minutes and I'm not kidding, the Hungarians, just from my experience then, are very hospitable in comparison to this side of the bridge. I don't know how to explain that, but yeah, that's all I can say. I'm walking back now. I'm walking back to my accommodation and there's a guy stood on the corner here. There's quite a lot of shady characters around this area, to be honest with you, but I'm not far from where I'm staying now. Good night.